Hey and welcome back! Today we're going to talk about sounds and music and where to get them for your game. And before I continue with the video, I want to say a big thank you for the 3000 subscribers on my channel, and I also want to thank my friend Paulo for supporting me with music and Bottomless, and also with supporting me by sending me the video in the background and the music you hear right now. He's a great guy and I learned a lot about music from him. And now let's get into the video. Before we get to the fun stuff, we need to get one topic out of the way, and that's licensing. Licensing can get you into real trouble if you don't take care about it. So you need to know at any point, what do you want to do with your project, and does the asset license fit this? And this is not only important for sound assets, it's important for any assets you use in your game or project. If you have any free or paid assets in your project, make sure it fits your plans. When you check out the license of an asset, make sure it doesn't have an expiry or that the expiry fits your project. Check out if it has any copy limits. So if you sold 100,000 copies, the license would expire. That would be eventually bad for you. Also check out if it's single use or if you can use it for multiple projects. If it's important for you, make sure you can use the sound in a commercial project. Some licenses also prohibit the alteration of sounds. So if you want to change something, make sure you're allowed to. And many free sounds you get require attribution of the artist. By crediting those artists in your projects, you maybe pave the way to their next contract for someone who's willing to pay for their work. That is very important, so please make sure you do this correctly. So with that out of the way, let's start with some free sounds. One of the biggest sites when it comes to free sounds is freesound.org. By using the search engine, you can quickly find sounds. By the way, they also offer packs, which are sometimes really great. The sounds you'll find here are basically free, but as I said in the beginning, please check out the license on the sound that you're about to download. Many are CC0, so you can use them without attribution, but other sounds require attribution. The next site is 99 Sounds. They offer different libraries or packs with different topics. You maybe won't find your typical game sounds here, but it's an excellent source to check out and to scroll through. They have a lot of packs, and if you find something that you want to use for your current project, then the license is very open and very friendly. It doesn't require attribution, but the stuff is really great, so I would suggest you do it. The next page should be known by everyone developing games. It's opengameart.org. You can browse for music and sound effects, and most of them have a very friendly license, but please make sure that you select the license that fits your project. There are a lot of different licenses on opengameart.org. You can find the license on the page of the sound right here, and if attribution is required, most of the sounds also tell you in which way you have to attribute. The next site on my list is Kenny. Kenny should be known by most developers by this point. They have so much stuff there that you can download, and I would really suggest that you do a donation from time to time, or maybe buy one of their tools. It's just fantastic. To find the sounds, go to Assets, Audio, and there you find all the sound packs. And they're even CC0 licensed, so you can use them in any way you like, just like all the assets from Kenny. So a really fantastic source for assets. Now I want to introduce you to some sources that are cheap or affordable. The first site in this category would be Zapsplat. You'll, by the way, also find a lot of free sounds on Zapsplat, but I would really recommend getting the gold account. Getting a gold account is £4 per month, and you'll find so many sounds on this site. A lot of them are free, but by getting a gold account you don't have to attribute and you get a full license, which is fantastic for the price. The license model is really nice. You get a lifelong license and an unlimited license. There's nothing more you can ask for. They also have a lot of packs with different topics and a really good search engine with categories, so you can quickly navigate the site. The only downside to Zapsplat, in my opinion, is the long loading times. Comparing it to other sites, it loads really slow, and I would love to see that they improve that. The next site is audiojungle.net. It's part of the Envato market. They also sell other assets, all kind of assets, especially for creatives, for Photoshop presets and stuff like that. But Audio Jungle is all about music and sound effects. If you find a sound effect you like, you have to buy that one sound effect. It's a bit annoying in my opinion, but especially for music it can be nice. Sometimes for music you just need one track, maybe for a trailer or something like that, so I can really recommend this site for stuff like that. The next site is Fiverr. Fiverr is a freelance service market. You'll find all kind of services. You can also find a graphic designer if you like. For sounds you'll find a lot of game sound designers. My tip is to talk about all the details up front, about revisions, about details of the contract. Everything is clear and nice, and you're not getting caught in stupid discussions afterwards when something is not like you imagined it. Be very clear that you both agree on the same details, and then select one that has a good rating, that has some reviews, and you should be safe. My next tip is something that I found out myself on Franz Fury, and it's Bandcamp. Now you may be saying Bandcamp, that's to buy music, and you're right. But they also have Creative Commons licensed music. You can browse it by using this URL, and then you can just browse by tags, and you will find all Creative Commons highlights, Creative Commons releases, and you can search by adding tags. For example, by adding metal, you will find all metal releases that have a Creative Commons license. If you found a track or album that you really like, sometimes you have to buy it, but by buying it, you get the rights that are explained here. It's a little bit small and down there, but click here and you see the license of this album or track. In this case, it's a CC BY 3.0 license, meaning that you can even use it in commercial projects, and that's really cool. Some sounds here have licenses that you can't use in commercial projects, so be sure to really check out the license and make sure it fits your project. Another tip is the Unity Asset Store, and I know what you think. Hey, you're talking about Godot all the time. Why are you talking about Unity Asset Store? Because many assets that you buy here have a license that allows you the use outside of Unity. And there is a lot of stuff here in the asset store. For example, this Ultimate Sound Effects bundle, which costs 18 euro. I recently got this pack in a sale for around 9 euro, and it has so many sounds, and many of them are sounding really professional. It's a bit tricky if you want to use the sounds outside of Unity, because you still have to install Unity, download and install the bundle, export all the WAV files, etc, etc. But in the end you'll have a big folder full of sound effects that you can use in your Godot projects or whatever software you use. Again, if you plan to buy sounds in some asset stores, make really sure the license fits your project and fits your plans, because it's not the same on every asset and it's also not the same on every asset store. Another tip for music is to check out SoundCloud and just search for free to use. Many artists upload their tracks and add free to use to the title, and you'll find a lot of stuff there. Again, make sure you respect the license, and to make sure if you have to attribute. Now we're getting to the more expensive or pricey sound effects. While many people shy away from spending some money there, sound design or sound in general can make a big difference, and it's a very emotional topic. So in my opinion, it can be really worth spending a couple of $100 on it if you can afford it somehow. One of my most favorite companies in this field is Boom Library. In my opinion, they have a really nice sound design, a professional sound, high quality packs, and you can't wish for anything more. It's also clear if you look at the client list that those guys know what they're doing. They offer their sound effects in packs, and most of the time they have one certain topic, like gun sounds or creature sounds or stuff like that. I still have to buy this for Franz Fury. If you think about buying one of those packs, they always or almost always come in 3 different variants: the bundle, the construction kit, and the design sounds. I'm not a super good sound designer, so most of the time I bought the designed packs. Those are basically ready to use sounds that you can just copy and paste and use in your project, and every sound in the pack comes in a couple of variants, so you also can choose the sound that you like the most. And the construction kit includes all kind of recordings that they use to make those sounds. So if you're a sound designer, you can get the construction kit and you get a lot of value out of that. Another sound effect store I can really recommend, especially for science fiction sounds, is PMSFX. They have a lot of sound packs, especially for science fiction. I personally think it's very professionally mixed and it gives a high quality feel if you use those sounds in your game. I used a lot of those sounds in Bottomless and I think it really fits the theme and overall aesthetic or acoustic aesthetic of the game. And by the way, when I did the research for this video, I found out that they have everything 50% off at the moment. So if you see this video and you're quick, you can still grab one of the packs for 50% off. I'm pretty sure there are more sites like PMSFX or Boom Library, so if you know some really good professional libraries, let me know and share it in the comments below in the video. That would be great. Now I want to get more into the creative side of sound design or into the experimental side. And the first tool I want to introduce is BFXR, a real classic in game development. It's a tool you can use online if you have the Adobe Flash Player. I don't, so I downloaded it right here, and if you open it you can see that you can select different, let's say, presets, and each time you click it you get a different sound and you can select all the sounds that you created down here, mutate them to create new sounds, and if you know a little bit about attack, sustain and decay and stuff like that, you can adjust the sound to your needs with the sliders here. You can also change the wave type of the sound. It's an excellent tool, especially if you do an old school game with 8-bit sounds, then you can basically do most of your game sounds with this tool. The next tool on my list is the Leshy Sound Effect Designer. You can find it directly on their homepage and it's a little bit like BFXR, just the sounds are a bit different. Another tip would be to just record the sound yourself and edit it in some free editing software. I recorded some sounds for Bottomless using just my phone without a special microphone, and if you get creative you can create some really cool sounds. And the last thing I can really recommend, and it's mostly a fun thing, Pocket Operators by Teenage Engineering. It's not super cheap, but they really create a wide array of creative applications and it's just fun to play around with them. It's cool to create some basic loop sounds or music for your games quickly and iterate upon them and just having a good time and fun. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe to my channel, and maybe if you want to come by for a chat, join the Discord, there are a lot of nice people there, and see you the next time. Bye! Subscribe to the channel!